Nutrition advice is needed from Gary on Facebook. He says, on very long endurance rides, 12 and even 24-hour rides, that sounds rough.
It's very long.
What is recommended to ingest some protein to keep the body from consuming muscle mass? So is that a concern, and then how do you address that concern?
Ooh. So this is sort of out of my wheelhouse, right? 12 and 24-hour races, everything I know about them is it's what you can stomach. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you eat, but eating protein with fat on those long duration ones is going to keep you running a lot longer. And muscle mass is going to be used. It's just the way it is. Like it's 24 hours. You're going to burn 10,000 or 15,000 calories. So there's just no way to actually. You can mitigate it even a little bit, and that's one of those ones where you recover afterwards. You get stronger from doing the 12 or 24 hours. Really, you want to fuel enough so that you stay at your goal intensity for those 12 or 24 hours. I think that's about maybe like I would probably, if it was me, I'd probably do some sort of like egg tortilla things, small more often. And start with as much real food as you can, right? Yeah. You're gonna lose it eventually. So if you make like 2 egg, maybe whatever, I would do easy, like potatoes, eggs, and a tortilla.
Like a breakfast burrito.
Like a breakfast burrito.
I can tell you something people very probably will not do for 12 or 24 hours straight, and that's ingest goos and gels and blocks. You can't do it, and you're really not working hard enough to create that much of a sugar demand.
Yeah, the sugar demand is so different during those 12 or 24-hour races that it's almost better to eat potato chips. Or, I mean, it's don't quote me on that, but you will not be able to sustain eating gels and blocks and not kind of high sugar, high carbohydrate ones.
Probably high fructose, probably high maltodextrin, stuff that just rushes your liver and it gets to a point where it can't keep up. And then all the gastric issues start.
At hour 16, your body just wants to quit.
Like something to keep in mind with 12 and I'm sure you know this, but with 12 and 24-hour races, you will not really feel like doing any more of it when you get to hour 16 or beyond that. So the best thing that you can do is stack the deck in your favor with your nutrition.
Rewards.
And I can't speak highly enough to eating real food. Like I've actually done a 24-hour thing at some point. Yeah, Everesting, believe it or not. Yeah, Everesting.
What's that?
Well, I can tell you all about it. We probably should save it though. But when we did that, rice cakes, we had a bunch of different rice cakes. And we didn't have enough of them because we just burned through those. And you could have graphed it. It was so easy to see. And you can even see it on the video. There was like rice cake time. And then there was like we were out of rice cakes and just everyone's demeanor just dropped.
Yeah, rice cakes burn pretty fast though.
They do. But when we were eating enough of them like that, it wasn't too
bad.
bad.
If you can keep up with it. But at some point over the course of 24 hours, you're going to get pretty tired of rice. Just get comfortable with the idea that you can probably eat just about anything in terms of what the macronutrient breakdown is, how much fat, how much protein, how much carbohydrate. So leading up to this experiment with what works well with your gut, because I mean there's so many issues. I mean maybe you don't tolerate lactose, maybe you don't tolerate gluten, maybe you have a fructose malabsorption issue. I mean, so many things you don't know until you play with it. So certainly don't leave it till the day of the event.
Yeah, and whatever you think you need, bring more.
Yeah, twice as much.
Yeah.
Right? That's totally true. And that's a good rule for every race.
Yes.
Bring twice as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if you're carrying too much nutrition, it's honestly not a bad thing.
I can't
give
remember
it away.
Yeah,
You'll make a friend.
You can make you can help somebody out in a bad time.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Do you have any Cliff Bars?
Yeah.
In fact, I do. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly.